It is a lifestyle job. It's a lifestyle profession. It's you don't really have set hours that you work or a pay rate or anything like that. It doesn't even pay that much. Usually your money goes into it more than getting the money back, I guess. But it's not it's not really about the money. And
do we promote ourselves?
After a show, when people come up to me and talk to me, which is really lovely, and I go, add me on Facebook rather than like my page on Facebook or anything. When you have that option of just a person just going, it's that guy from this one band and they're doing a show, and I remember meeting him, and I am friends with him on Facebook and I see it on thing, I'll go check it out.
I remember going to RMIT and pretty much nothing was working. Just a bit ironic because he was the Institute of Technology, but I think Alex was meant to come, but while I was waiting for him I wrote and recorded something on my phone, and it's turned out better than anything I've heard or touched in a studio. I think DIY is cool because there are these kind of sonic qualities that you just can't get out of the studio.
I didn't get into music until I started listening to modern baseball, really. Same with front bottoms and stuff. And then I'd listen to them and I'd be like, I want to write songs like that. And they sounded a lot like the stuff I would record in my bedroom. That inspired me, I guess. That made me feel, they were like us. So they did sound a lot like what we sound like now.
The cliche is always good songwriting. I've always found that a really unsatisfactory answer because good is so subjective. Well, I think in any industry there's a lack of sincerity and genuine being, and so when you come across that stuff in the music industry in particular, and you get people who are just excited about what they're doing, it tends to mean a lot more than someone who's just looking for that access, I guess. I actually think it's even more important to be that sincere given the social media era, because it is definitely easier to be less sincere, and therefore I think it means a lot more when it happens. At least personally, when I get on board with a band, when I am just obsessed with a band and I'm listening to them constantly, it's always because of some sort of element that I identify with. And so these bands need to have something that is going to actually resonate with me beyond a pleasant arrangement of chords and rhythm. And so sincerity is one of those things.
In a word, hell yes, but it's deeper than that. It's not just, will this get played in Triple J? There's a whole generation of artists who just think in terms of the Triple J kind of taste palette. The impact Triple J has had, while clearly very positive, has also set the template for younger bands that they're often not even aware of. So it's really important, obviously, to source some music from a lot of different places, not just the national youth broadcaster. So advertising is all done on social media these days, it seems to me. But fundamentally, the thing that hasn't changed is word of mouth. Really, the main way bands get a following is by other punters talking about it. I don't think that's changed. Maybe the way that they come to a particular individual's attention has changed. No longer a flyer or an ad in Beat magazine, but the conversation is much more fluid now. But the fact is, it's still a question of, I've seen this band really good. That's going to drive people to come and see it.
I think everything is still work, even music itself. I don't think it'll ever stop feeling like work. Well, not necessarily work, but it's effort and time and whatever spent towards something.
It's a bit tough. It's a challenge, but it's in a good way. It doesn't make me go, I have to do this. It's more like, okay, how can I do this? How can this be engaging? How can this be fun? How I just want everything to work well, and when it does, at the end, it just feels worth it when it's all done. The whole process of it, the whole process of putting on a show or releasing something, recording it and everything, and then having it ready, and then just putting it out there.
It doesn't matter what it is. We made $30 at a show. That's awesome. People came to it, played music. It's fucking awesome.
I don't have a job.